Worker finds old purse, but one look inside makes him jump back. A demolition crew working on what used to be the Jefferson High School has recently made an unbelievable discovery. They found an unintentional time capsule from the 50s, and the Greater Clark County Schools leaders wanted to find its owner. But they weren't prepared for what they were about to find inside. The crew first demolished the Franklin Court building, which used to be the science classrooms and school cafeteria. The site was planned to be used to build a new elementary school as the school moved to a new location. So the first thing the workers did was remove all the lockers and cabinets. It was then that they found an old purse hidden behind one of the lockers. The owner of the handbag was a student who attended the school in 1954. Her name was Martha Ina Ingham. We don't know if Ms. Ingham knew she lost it there. We don't know any of the specifics, GCCS Projects and Safety Supervisor Chad Schenk said. Some of the items that were inside led us to believe that it was 1954, and it was a student that was probably 16, 17, he continued. Inside the wallet were many different items such as a social security card, photos, lipstick, a mirror, newspaper clippings, a basketball schedule, ID, and it even contained juicy fruity gum wrappers. It is fully intact, said Aaron Bohorquez, GCCS Public Information Officer. There's even a letter in there where someone asked her to prom. It is really neat. Mike Hobbs and Kevin Morna were the ones who discovered the purse while they were removing the lockers from one of the walls on the upper floor. Then we noticed there was this little black bag laying on the ground just covered in dust, Morin explained. At first, they thought it was a binocular bag, but then they realized it was actually a handbag. We didn't know if somebody had stolen it and gotten rid of it. There's no telling what the backstory is, Morin said. We couldn't figure out how it even got back there unless it slipped in behind the lockers or something. You could tell it had been there a long time, that's for sure. We find bottles and every once in a while an oil can, but usually that stuff is so old that it's either dry rotted or otherwise messed up, he continued. But this was in the dark for no telling how many years. It was really cool. It was definitely the coolest thing that we've come across. Schenk explained that the company doing the demolition had saved some limestone from the original facade and 1,500 of the original bricks. They plan to include these in the new school's facade or auction them to raise money. They've been doing a great job on site, very attentive, very safe, he said. Schenk said it was amazing to see what students from the past might have carried with them to school. But who was Ingham? Is she still alive? According to her yearbook, Ingham was in the Pep Club, Psi Chi Club, Hyphen Staff, and Tri Hi Y. She was an active student and took part in many extracurricular activities. I think it's fantastic. It's an opportunity to take a look at 1954, Schenk said. You could see just in some of the things in the handbag just how much pride she took in being a student at Jeff High. I think that's really a neat story in and of itself. To see this, it just brings back all the history, and I think it reiterates the point as to why we feel it's important to have a presence downtown again, Bohorquez said. That's where the high school used to be, and now we'll have that footprint with the elementary school. School officials located Martha and shared an old photo of her on social media along with the fantastic update, Martha Ina Ingham has been found. Jeffersonville is a small city in Indiana, so I posted the photograph on our social media sites thinking she would still reside locally or have family still in the area, Bohorquez tells People. I'm thankful for the power of social media and everyone who shared our post as it led me to connect with Marty's son. Finally, some 65 years later, Martha got her bag back.